I've tried many ways to make myself more productive. One of them has been the Pomodoro Technique. Perhaps you've tried it too. It's a popular approach that got its start in the late 1980s and has attracted quite a few fans. I'm not one of them. And before I explain, let's talk about what the Pomodoro Technique is all about. Hi, I'm Dave Edwards. Thanks for joining me today. I post regular features here on YouTube about leadership, productivity, and management related issues. If you'd like my weekly newsletter, I'd love to send it to you. It's absolutely free. Just go to my website, daveedwardsmedia.com, click on contact, and I'll get you on the list. So the Pomodoro technique uses a simple timer to break down all of your work into short 25-minute intervals. After each interval, you take a break. Each of those sessions is called a Pomodoro. Now, according to Wikipedia, that's an Italian word for tomato. When Francisco Sorello developed the technique, he used a kitchen timer, thus the reference to a tomato. Now, advocates of the system suggest that you begin by finding the project you want to work on. You set a timer for 25 minutes and you get to work. When the timer rings, you stop. For the first 4 cycles, you take a short 3 to 5 minute break, and then you resume. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a 15 to 30 minute break before resuming. The system is said to work because our brains tune out after extended work periods. The journal Cognition featured an article by a psychology professor at the University of Illinois. He writes, when faced with long tasks, such as studying before a final exam or doing your taxes, it is best to impose brief breaks on yourself. Brief mental breaks will help you stay focused on your task. Other research demonstrates that when we're bored, we just don't do our best work. I don't doubt that some people need breaks, and that when we're working on tasks that don't stimulate us, we do get bored. But I think that kind of negative thinking is a little bit counterproductive. So if I have set aside an hour to work on an important project, I've often found that I hit a stride and I just keep working. If a timer told me to stop after 25 minutes, I might lose momentum. The first time I experimented with Pomodoro, I found myself thinking about what I was going to do during my 5-minute break. To keep from getting bored, I take a break whenever I feel that I need a break. That could happen after 25 minutes or maybe 45 minutes or heck, even 10 minutes. I also look for ways to reward myself for completing a project. For example, promising myself a nice lunch or a little time for exercise after I'm done is better motivation than taking a break. If I face a very big project, I break it down into smaller steps. You might also want to try on focusing on what you've done rather than what you need to do. University of Chicago professor Alyette Fishback explained this in a Harvard Business Review article. My research has found that the shift in perspective can increase motivation. For example, in a frequent buyer promotion, emphasizing finished steps like you've completed 2 of 10 purchases, actually increased customers' purchases at the beginning and emphasizing missing steps, like you're 2 purchases away from a free reward, that actually spurred consumption as buyers neared the goal. Because we are all individuals, you may do your best work following the Pomodoro technique or following some other ideas. However, you probably should try different things until you find what works best for you. I'm Dave Edwards.